everybody. I'm sorry if you hear something in the background, but I shouldn't say hobo, because I'm not hobo anymore. 6200 here, and we are back in the nether. We're going to be doing some stuff. So, yeah, someone came through and just removed half the stairs, considering, I don't know why. Like, I didn't even build this, but someone just removed half of the stairs around here for some unknown reason. So, yeah, that's interesting. I don't know if it's a troll or whatever, but it's not, as you can tell, I'm laughing so hard. Someone put me in a hole, Vion, because that was fun, considering I just went to use the restroom real quick, and when I logged back in, I fell and, like, just dealt a ton of damage to my shoes, so that was fun. As fun as that was, yep, real funny. I laughed, and by laughed I mean I had this same expression of give me a goddamn break. So, what are we doing today? Well, I will show you, because this is going to be stupid, and you guys might find it just as stupid as I did. See, look, this is the hole. It literally goes down, I don't know how many blocks, but there's now a giant hole there. I don't know if you filled it all in. I hope you filled it all in, because there's going to be spawns down there if not. But if someone breaks that, and they fall down, and they die, yeah, you can blame Vion for that. So, now that that's on camera, let's go in here and just kind of check things out. Obviously, I got some diamonds on the wall. Saw that last time. No one else has bought any heads, so that's not too big of an issue. Not worried about that at all. Doesn't look like anybody bought anything. Doesn't look like anybody bought anything. Oh. Oh. Freaking oh. Considering this was all filled in with 64, and I don't think anybody bought any. I could be wrong, but still taking pieces of stacks, like, that's just ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of nice. That was somebody new to the server, and they decided to donate some of those because I was going to build a giant redstone machine, and yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that because I obviously can't fucking trust people on this server. So I'm mad. I'm mad. We'll put it that way. So going forward, I think I'm going to be playing this server less. That's just how it's going to be. I might go back to playing other games. I might try something else. But, yeah, no, that is... So if any of you are wondering why there's going to be fewer updates for this playthrough, this server, that's frickin' why. I'm sick and tired of people stealing my shit. I'm sick and tired of people breaking things. Put me in holes, frickin', like, none of that shit's funny. And one of the villagers is gone, and I don't know how. Like, they're just gone. So, I'm to that point where, yeah, I'm mad. I'm legitimately sick of some of the garbage this has put me through. So, if you are wondering why things are going to take a huge turn for the silent, it's because this crap keeps frickin' happening. So, we'll leave it at that. I do want to put one more thing on the server, and, I mean, if, like, my base was going to be sweet, I can't say I care anymore, so, I was just waiting on being able to build up some supply of quartz, because I almost ran out of quartz just putting the first layer of that building down, so, or first layer of the first tower down, and that's going to take so much more quartz. So I was like, okay, I'll hire some, but when quartz actually comes around and is viable, I got Hatter on that, so that's pretty good. But I might tell them to screw it, because I might not be on the server for very long if this shit keeps up, because I'm freaking tired of it. Anyway, we're going to the gaming district. So my plan was to do a... I wasn't going to say a mega build, but it would be close to one. So what I was thinking was doing an arena over here, so people can have some combat games. Now, depending on how things were set up, I was thinking about having... I was thinking about just having 2 entrances, doing a 20 by 22 arena, kind of in an oval shape, having water run down the sides of each one, and just basically lining the whole thing with obsidian so people can't break it with TNT and stuff. Perhaps that would work out really well, perhaps it might not. So that was just kind of my plan, was to build an arena out here that people can use to fight around. So we will have to do some terraforming. That shouldn't be too hard. I do have a good shovel. I do have a good pick. So we should be able to dig things out rather quickly. But that's kind of my plan. So I'm going to be leveling things off and building things rather quickly here. Now, if there was a good place to put this, I'd put it there, but I just don't know if there is just a viable place sitting around. So it doesn't look like there is, and it looks like wherever we go we're gonna have to terraform. So what I could do is I could put it off to the side here, and that would be like the least amount of terraforming to do, but I don't know if I like it there. So that's something we're gonna have to look at and kind of go on. Yeah, we'll kind of see how that goes. So, as for how I'm going to build it, I'm thinking of using a whole lot of stone, because I have a whole lot of stone right now, and the inside, obviously, the obsidian, so that people can't break it, and we'll just call it that way, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I think that will be about all for this point, and I will see you guys in a little bit when I have a little plot of land all nice and flattened out. Hello everybody, welcome back. So, as I said, we're making an arena. I've had time to chill out, and plenty of time by that means, because I got all the obsidian. Oh yes, all of the obsidian. And we've got water running around, so people coming up here and trying to get away is not exactly... Well, I don't know if I have to raise it by 1. I sure as heck hope I don't have to raise it by 1 in order to make it, like, harder for people to get out. But, I mean, if they are doing this, then there's a very, very real chance that it doesn't matter, because they're probably going to be dead at anyway. So, there is that. Now, I believe this corner would be, like one of these corners would possibly be the closest this gets to anything else. So we're going to test some TNT here. Now the only other thing I want to do is we're going to put some fence down. I think that's what we're going to do, is we're going to put some, not fence, I'm going to put some wall down. So if we just go grab some wall, which I don't have here. Is there just regular stone wall, or do I have to make these into bricks? I guess it doesn't matter. What does matter is I don't have a stone cutter out here. Oh, goodness. I'm such a putz. It's okay, though. We'll make some stone... Oh, why did I make some stone stairs? Stone wall? I guess it's not a thing. Can I make brick wall? There we go. Let's make some brick wall. So now that I have brick wall, let's throw the brick wall down and see if we get anything out of it. So there should be So we should if we're right here. Yep. Alright, so if we have this coming out over the top of these, we should have a decent amount of area here to test. Alright, let's see if TNT will destroy this stuff or not. Boom. It doesn't. That's it, guys. That is all we needed to know. We'll work on the outer ring here. We're going to put... I'm not quite sure how I'm going to build the rest of the building, but yeah, we got this all set and ready to go. It's going to be super hard for them to get out because of the walls, and they won't be able to put too much up here because obviously if they're in a battle, they're not going to even try and get out. The only way I'm going to have to get out of this is I'm going to put some blocks over here, and then we're going to see if we can put ladder on those faces. So coming out of the water, you hit the ladder, and then you'll be able to climb yourself out. But that should be the only way out of here, and I think it would make it very, very difficult to work. So therefore, we have a design set and ready to go. So I will see you guys in the next part. Alright guys, we are back, and I'm going to show you where we were. Wow, I just looked to the sky. Alright, I'm going to show you guys where we're at on this thing, and boom! Alright, so we know that the blocks around are safe. We know that these aren't... I kind of I love the look of them. I don't think they actually are going to serve much functionality. I could put something in the middle, like a scoreboard or something. I don't know if I could put redstone to it. I probably could put redstone to it, but it'd have to go up there, and that would just... And then it's open to the elements, and I don't like that. That might be ugly. So we're going to avoid that. Instead, we're just going to keep it as it is. But now all we got to do is come up with some sort of seating situation. We have to put those in their own... kind of give these guys their own barracks to live in, and we'll call that good. So in terms of how it turned out so far I really, really like it. I do think that it's going to need some more work though, because I could just turn this into a mega build, and there's good things and bad things about that. The good things is that it'd be really, really cool looking. It'd be a great addition to the server. I think there's a lot of people that would very much enjoy that. My problem with that in particular is I don't know how much use this is actually going to get, and I don't want to put it into a mega build if it's literally just going to sit here and everybody's going to kill everybody else, you know, wherever they stand. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. I don't want to do too much with it. So we're going to chill. We're going to relax a little bit. I do want a better way to light everything up, so that might mean I do seating on both sides, because then we really aren't going to get any spawns, and I can kind of use lights willy-nilly wherever I want at that point, which would be pretty good. The other option is to go and work on it in terms of just keep it lit like this for now, and then come back to it at a later date, which is also something that I'm very much contemplating, because coming back at a later date doesn't actually mean anything's wrong with it. It is functional for what it needs to be. I'm gonna put some more. I'll put some like double chests in here so people can kind of do whatever they need to do. But really, it's gonna be finishing up these small huts, and then kind of deciding where to go from there. I really don't want to do too much, because since they're iron bars, it's actually really easy to jump over the edge and get stuck in the fight if people are being rowdy. But I do think at least... Oh, well, I could do like a row of stairs around. We'll put some guardrails up here so that, you know, people can't like yeet themselves off the off the side, which would probably be a good thing. But yeah, that's gonna all depend on what's going on. So that's kind of my plan. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this build, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so finally we're back on the server, guys, and this is where we're at. This is it. At least for now. I do have plans to turn this into kind of a mega build at some point, but now is not that point. Let's just put it that way. Now there's a couple of reasons behind that, and none of them are particularly interesting to talk about, in all honesty. So we got a donations box here in case people want to donate to this crazy build. We've got all sorts of beacons set up with all sorts of buffs, so that's going to be super nice for people to have. But yeah, this is just where we're at. Now, so the reason why I didn't want to go too far into mega build territory is because we're getting the new blocks and the new update. I kind of want to save a lot for the new update. For example, using basalt blocks I think is going to look super good here. Giving it kind of a weathered feel for at least the for the seating section, because the seating section wouldn't be changed out nearly as often as the arena would need to be, or or these particular areas in that would need to be, because these would be getting a lot of use and abuse. The arena would be getting a lot of use and abuse, and they would need to repair that before they would repair some sort of seating arrangement. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to hold off on that. As you can see, I've got each side with all of their banners, and we can just kind of waltz right in. Plenty of places to store all sorts of stuff that frankly does not need to go in the combat arena. People reset their spawn points right there, and they have their grand entrance, both doors open, and off into the arena you go. So I don't know, this build wasn't exactly as of grand a scale as I was originally thinking it was going to be. I knew the what ended up killing me was just the amount of time I needed to mine all that obsidian. So if we go down here, we need to mine all this obsidian. There's a ring of obsidian down underneath there, and then a 3-block tall full of obsidian, and then all the water. So it really wasn't as time friendly as I could possibly be, but there was no way we were going to get any other there wasn't going to be any other way to get obsidian. So I bit the bullet, I mined it out, and this should be good enough for pretty much everything. Like, for example, putting up some barriers or something over here, and you could do like arrows or whatever. We could put like some sort of line down, just like a half slab line down, and you do like snowball fights or something. So it's actually kind of a versatile area, because we can pretty much do whatever we want in here. You can build whatever and then use TNT and all sorts of other weaponry, and you can blow it all up and fight each other, and it wouldn't actually damage the structure. The only thing that could happen is a TNT could blow up and launch another entity of TNT somewhere. So that's the one thing I don't like about this. I would like to put some sort of rings down or something to prevent that from happening, but then we're also putting more stuff on the line. For example, just putting nothing glass all around this to keep people from breaking anything. It could just add to the could just add to the problem. It could just be more stuff within blasting range, but that might happen once we get all the basalt stuff for specifically the viewer section. So that's just kind of where we're at. I also kind of was thinking about putting a scoreboard up, and then not wanting to go that route just because we have no place to hide all the redstone. Because you could hide the redstone on the inside of one of these up until it got to the point where it was just one tall, and then there really isn't a place to hide it, if that makes sense. So, and there's no way to really take that signal and bring it down. So that is just kind of where we ended up. So yeah, hopefully you guys find this build somewhat pleasing to the eye. There is going to be changes coming down the line for this later, and hopefully it's a really nice place to distract some of the people that have been overall just kind of a pain. And I know that sounds kind of harsh, but that's kind of where we're at. Is there's been a whole lot of people quote unquote trolling, and it's just the trolls aren't done in good faith, and that's my problem with it. So this is, I shouldn't say it's an untrollable structure, but it is. I think it's something that everybody on this, I should say everybody that was trolling on the server, it's something that they want, just to have a place to go and kind of be rowdy and blow stuff up and not really care about the consequences. So that is all fine and dandy, and yeah, I think that's all I got. If you guys know of anything that you guys want to see on the channel, please let me know. I'd love to do all sorts of different builds for this. There's definitely room for improvement in all my builds, so if you see anything that looks like a lost opportunity, just let me know, because I would love to make these things as cool as possible. Although I have to say, hold on, let's take a look back here, because I didn't have the beacons on when we first came in. So with the beacons, that actually looks pretty legit. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, this is actually kind of sweet. But yeah, I was originally thinking about turning this into a giant like football stadium or something, but there's just no way. You'd have to there'd be so many blocks put around, and they'd all be stairs and all this other stuff, and that would just not look good in the long run. Like, it would look good in terms of like just scale, but right now there's not enough variation, so I don't think that it would be beneficial, because again, like, you just pick one color, or, red or blue, you just alternate them, and then just kind of go from there, and it would just get kind of samey. So we will avoid that, in all honesty. But yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of a descent into madness. Not really, not as bad as it has been, but still, it gets a little iffy every once in a while, because this was just so much obsidian to mine. But hopefully we can call this chapter of Tazzcraft over, and this might bring new horizons into people focusing some of that negative energy into fighting each other, as opposed to trying to troll me, because I just don't appreciate it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, take it easy.